It's something either parents try to avoid talking about by installing parental controls and prohibiting access to the internet, or they have the talk way too late, assuming that their kid hasn't stumbled across this as a preteen. It's the porn talk. Most folks would agree that the internet has made it easier to access porn. Before the internet, one would need to obtain porn from someone and somewhere, but nowadays, via the internet, porn can come to you. A misspelling in a search browser, unknowingly searching a euphemism, a pop-up ad that is sexually explicit. All of these scenarios are what would be called an unintentional view of porn. Most young kids are not searching for porn on the internet when they see it for the first time. They were most likely searching something that also has a sexual connotation. Think something like a search like boys' toys, or a puberty-related search like why does my penis get hard, or searching Moana. And if you don't know what I'm referring to on that one, check out this short. I'm Kathleen and I make videos for parents on how to have the modern day sex talks. Now, it's also possible that your child's unintentional view may come from a friend or a peer who is showing them porn. Many individuals have self-reported seeing porn for the first time because a friend showed it to them on their cell phone. In whichever way the unintentional view happens, the child has now seen porn and they most likely don't understand what they have seen. So how would you like your child to react upon unintentionally viewing porn? A, not tell you because they're afraid of your reaction. B, not tell you because they don't understand what it is. Or C, tell you that they think they've seen porn because you've already explained what is porn. Did you choose option C? Now, if you chose that option, the only way for that one to work is that you need to have the porn talk with them before they unintentionally see porn. Now, most parents here will say to me, okay, great, what age? What age should I go and have the porn talk? And then I usually say, it's not really about what age specifically, but what sex talks have you already had? Because you can't really dive into a conversation about what is porn if you haven't had a talk about what is masturbation, what is sex, why do people have sex, what's outer course, the sexual and reproductive anatomy and sexual orientations, just to name a few. By already having these sex talks, it provides a really solid foundation for having the porn talk. The sex talks that you've been having since the toddler stage has been a layering of information so that you're building their understanding of basic human sexuality and leading you to this talk. Don't avoid it. You probably feel slightly uncomfortable or even dreading this talk, but I'm here to remind you that your kid will see and learn about porn with or without your talk. So if you want them to come to you and tell you that they have seen porn when that unintentional view happens, you've got to initiate the porn talk. Deciding on the right time to explain what is porn may seem daunting. Many parents are afraid that if they explain what is porn, either their kid will go looking it up on the internet or they will be shocked and overwhelmed by the information. Most kids are genuinely surprised to learn that some adults have sex on camera, but honestly, they'll be surprised whether they learn this information from you or when they unintentionally see it. Let's take a look at some statistics that can help you in deciding when to have the porn talk. The average age of first viewing of porn is 11 years old, and this is usually an unintentional view. 19 to 32% of children and adolescents unintentionally view porn. Data from an internet filtering software used in Australian schools found that 1/3 of students aged 8 and under attempted to access porn via clicking on a sexually implicit pop-up ad or intentionally searching for porn. In the UK, 28% of kids aged 11 and 12 reported having seen porn, and this jumped to 65% by the age of 15 and 16. In that UK study, of those 15 and 16-year-olds who viewed porn, 100% of them who identified as boys and 80% of them who identified as girls said they had viewed porn that contained violent and aggressive sexual acts. Okay, so let's take that math. The average age of first viewing of porn is 11. So that means that some kids will view porn earlier, say 9 or 10, and some kids later, say 12 or 13. A small percentage of kids aged 8 and younger have unintentionally viewed porn. And by the time a kid is 15 or 16, 65% of them will have seen porn. Therefore, if your intention is to explain what is porn to your kid before they unintentionally view it, you'll have to decide when is the right time for you and your kid, taking into consideration these averages. And remember, you can't really explain what is porn without having had a few prior sex talks. So factor in at what age you plan to have those sex talks beforehand. So now that you got a general idea about when to have the porn talk, what do you say? I'll be back next week with that video, the basics to the porn talk. In the meantime, if you found this video to be helpful, please go on and give it a like and share it with a parent who you think may find it useful as well.